Hey friends, welcome to my page, DIY Crafts with Dar. Happy Friday, TGIF guys. Oh my goodness, can you believe it? Friday got here way too quick. I need a couple more days. Oh my goodness. Do you ever just feel like you're just a couple days behind and things are coming up so quickly. So my surgery date is going to be here before I know it, and I know everything's gonna be fine. I just worry about the downtime. So I don't want there to be downtime. I know I have to let my body heal, and there might be days when I don't have a video for you guys, and I just might be saying hello from my bed. So next week is really up in the air. We'll just see. But I did get my surgery time. My surgery time is Monday at 10 o'clock. So I'll be able to do my Facebook Live Monday morning. Yay. So I'll be able to talk to you guys, and that'll actually be good. I'll be able to kind of, unwind. This is my time when I just relax and I enjoy the moment. Everything else in the world could be falling apart, but this is the fun time in life, is to do things like this. So this morning we're doing a fun fall project. It actually says, "You are my sunshine." I want some other ideas for words because I feel like this sign could have a bunch of different words on it, like, "Hey y'all, it's fall," or "It's fall, y'all." Happy fall. Welcome something. I want you guys to come up with a few sayings that I can add to this listing. So, because I can make any words for you guys, but this is the one that was with this pattern. It's a little gnomey. He is a scarecrow gnome, and he has a crow on his head and a sunflower on his band of his hat. Therefore, you are my sunshine. So we're going to do the background. It's going to look like Levi's. Remember our Levi thing where we actually use the Levi's? We're just going to do it with our chippy brush and make it look like Levi's that way. We'll probably speckle too. But anyways, welcome guys. And guess what? So Mr. Snoopy is by himself right now. Oh, he's the last puppy. So I never know if puppies are going to be picked up that day. Things come up. So I just didn't really count on it yesterday, but it happened. It happened. Olaf was picked up, and oh my goodness, that was actually the first time that she saw him in person, and her face lit up when she saw him, and that little guy ran to her and hopped, was jumping up and down wanting her to pick him up. So I knew in a second that it was meant to be, because my husband's heart was broken. He really wanted to keep Olaf. And I had to put my foot down. I'm like, we have 5 dogs already, and when Chloe comes home, that'll be 6. Chloe's gonna come home at some point. So and you guys, have you ever seen, here's something, I have a surprise for him that's coming on Monday. Have you ever seen the animals that they make that are realistic, that actually look like the dog? I decided that he needed to have that, even though I still believe that we're going to get her back at some point. But I ordered one of those. They're what are they called? The clones. They're something like buddy clones, but they're the animals. They do dogs and cats. I don't know what all animals they do, but they do dogs and cats for sure. So, anyways, and they're quite expensive. They're not cheap. And I did get a coupon because, of course, they're going to give coupons. But anyways, one of those stuffed animals that they make that's realistic, it's coming on Monday. So they make it. I believe they make it overseas, and then they bring it over here and they inspect it and they tweak it in and they do whatever. But it's supposed to be realistic and look like Chloe. So we'll see. It will be here Monday night. That's the ETA. So I'm looking forward to that for him. I feel like he needs that. But I am not giving up on her. Anyways, so back to Olaf. So my friend also brought her son with him. And oh my gosh, Olaf loves her son. So I knew it was a match made in heaven, that it was meant to be. So they left, and then about an hour and a half later, my other friend April came over, and she picked up her little sweetie pie, her Oreo pie is what she called him, because her dog at home is a rescue dog, and it has 3 legs, and it's called Cherry Pie. And so, so now she has Oreo pie. Anyway, so she picked him up, and then there was one. So then Mr. Snoopy's by himself until this afternoon. So my son's family comes home today, late afternoon. So last night I was feeling really bad for Snoopy. There was no way I was going to put him in that playpen by himself. I just was not going to do it, because that would be the saddest thing ever. The playpen needs to go bye-bye today. Maybe it'll go to my daughter-in-law's house. She can scrub it out and she can use it. They actually chewed a hole in the side, because you know how puppies do. But I wasn't going to put him in there by himself, because I thought that would just be so cruel. So I pulled the human dog bed into the living room last night, which I haven't done in forever, because I've been really good about sleeping in a bed, because I knew my surgery is coming up and I need to do that. Anyways, I pulled the human dog bed into the living room, and I slept with the little guy there. He just cuddled up in the crook of my arm. So Snoopy slept on me last night. So I woke up with him in my arms. He's just the cutest little guy. So he's out there playing with all the other dogs. But I didn't want him to feel alone. I was like, no, you can't be alone, Mr. Snoopy. Anyways, sorry, long-winded, but that's what's going on in my life. How's your life going? How's everybody else doing? Am I live? Let me see. Happy Friday, guys. Sorry. Oh my goodness. So let me just see. Whoever's here, just say hello. If you're coming back and watching the replay, just put #replay, and I am going to share this over to my VIP if I can find it. So where am I? Who am I? There I am. Anyways, the little guy, he's the last one. And, you know, I'm going to miss them. Their aunties are going to miss them incredibly. But it's what happens, you know, it's a part of life. You don't get to keep all the puppies. Otherwise, you'd end up with dozens and dozens of dogs. And to share the joy with somebody, oh my gosh, these puppies are going to be so loved in the homes that they're going to. I'm just happy for that. So let me see who's here. Hi, Chris. How are you? Hi, Sandy. Hi, Laura. Hi, Janine. Good morning, Bridget. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Deb, my sister. Hi, Karen Ramonko. Hello, Betty. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Doris. Hi, Carrie. I hope that you are doing a little better. I haven't seen an update. Doesn't mean there isn't one, because I didn't look yet this morning. I actually woke up a little bit later than I should have. So, sorry. We're getting started later. That's my life this morning. That is my life. So, hi, Lucia. Hi, Carol. Hi, Karen West. Good morning, Karen Russ. Hi, Jenny. Just woke up. I woke up late, too. I was snuggled up with Snoopy in my arms, and I just wanted to lay there. Jenny, have to make some items for the shop today to restock. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. I'm glad it's going so well. You know, sometimes shops can be really iffy. I'm doing better, hopefully going home today. Oh, that's such great news, Carrie. I'm happy that you're able to. So thanks, Peggy. You know, they will have a great life. I'm proud of what we did. And I know that we did everything that we could for them. So yeah, let's get our project started. But that's my life in a nutshell. And I did stop and put tape on my board. I needed new tape desperately on my board. So here's our cute project. He's so adorable. I love little Nomies. But think of some other sayings. Okay, what other sayings can you guys think of? Hello, fall, y'all. It's fall, y'all. What other ones? Because I know there's a lot of other sayings that could be really, really cute for this. I just need help. I need help. Help me, please. All right, I'm going to put the sunshine down here, make it easy. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. I remember my grandfather singing that to my grandma, and I always thought that was just the sweetest thing. I don't know if my sister remembers that, but there were times when we would go to Island Park. And I don't know if she got to go every time, but in the summer sometimes we would go up to Idaho, and we would go to Island Park for the summer, not for the summer, for a little weekend vacation during the summer. And my grandfather would have, my grandmother would be next to him in the middle. I remember this specifically. I don't think my sister was there, but I remember this time. My grandpa loved to sing. He's a musician. And so everywhere that we went, he was always singing something. But I remember specifically that he sat there and he tapped my grandmother's her thigh, you know, as he sang "You Are My Sunshine," and I just thought that was the cutest thing that he did that. That just touched my heart so much that he did that as he sang. He tapped her thigh. You know, she was his sunshine. He loved her so much. He loved my grandmother so much. But so I always associate that song with my grandfather. So if you can think of other sayings, I'd love to add some more sayings to this. That would be great. Help me out. So, hey, Deborah, how are you? So just pop them in there for me when you have time. Okay, so I am using, I don't know if they still have the color, but I have some Blue Jean, and it's Ceramco. It's a different brand. Okay, so I want this to look like Blue Jean. So I'm going to do this Blue Jean, and then we'll just start painting everything. Let me get a paper towel, and I'm going to put myself in the corner. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? We're painting a cute little gnome fall sign. I need some other sayings to put on here, so you guys need to help me out so that I know what else to do for y'all. And let me try to get myself in the corner. Darlene, go to the corner. There we are. There we go. Go to the corner, girl. All right. So I do have the July kit all ready for you guys. So tomorrow we'll be doing part of it. And it is gingerbread themed. It is Christmas gingerbread themed. And I'm so excited. I think you guys are going to love it. I don't have all my samples painted. They're going to be finished today. But I have everything ready to go, which is great. Because, you know, making sure that all the designs are going to work and making sure it all fits into the box and fits on the sheet. So I basically, and I added a couple extra things in there. So sometimes I'll have bigger projects, sometimes I'll have smaller projects on there, but I just want a whole grouping of things that are going to look good together and are going to be easy for you guys to do and are going to work with the basket and the water globe. So we're going to use the basket and the water globe all year with our monthly kit. And then I don't know what we'll do in January. We'll think of something. When January gets here, I will have figured out at that point what we'll do next. We'll probably go in a different direction because, you know, we need change, right? So, anyways, I think I got too much paint. I'm flipping my paintbrush over to take a little bit of this off. I know I'll need 2 coats. I know that for sure. But let me just take a little bit of this off. That is Blue Jean, and it is Ceramco brand. And they might still have it out there. I am not 100% sure if they retired the color, but it looks like Blue Jeans. So it's a great color. So I'm falling for you. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Janine, oh, you love gingerbread. You know what? There are so many people that love gingerbread. And there might be people that buy this month's kit that haven't bought a kit before just because they love gingerbread. So I'm kind of thinking that might happen, that this might be their first month buying a kit. Okay, so we're going to do alizarin crimson because we want a deep red on this. We know that it might take 3 coats because that color, it's just one of those colors that's more transparent. You know, sometimes reds are that way. And let's see, if there's a hat band, I mean a hat brim and a band. Okay, so I don't have to go all the way up. So I'll just do, see how transparent it is? Yeah. Oh, you know what? These are blue also. Okay, perfect. So I'll use some of that paint that's on my brush. These are blue also. Yeah. So guys, let me show you the picture of my friend with Olaf, my friend and her son with Olaf. When I sent, because my husband sent me a message and he said, please tell them that Olaf is really special to me. Oh my gosh, I might cry. And to take good care of him. So anyways, yeah. So that, it just made me kind of sad. So I sent him the picture of my friend and her son holding Olaf. I think he felt a lot better. I mean, they are just so happy with this little guy. Let me see if it uploaded to my picture here, and you can see Olaf is the one that is almost all white, like this snowman. Let me see if my picture is uploaded. Oh, they didn't. They didn't. Maybe I can do it another day. Darn. You know, sometimes they don't upload to the cloud. They did not upload to the cloud. Darn. Okay, well, we'll do it another day. Oh my goodness. Hello, Darlene. How are you? Okay, so white for let's just turn this sideways. I'm like, how's this gonna fit on her better? White for the mustache and the beard. And then his outfit's going to be like a brownish color. I thought that burnt sienna was probably a good color. That might be a good color. So let's do that. And then white for the beard and the mustache. We'll get that started too. That'll take probably 3 coats because white is always that way. All right, who has stuff going on this weekend? Got your flight booked yesterday to see your son in August. Oh my goodness. How exciting, Karen. That is really fun. I'm so happy for you. You're going to have a great time. I'm so glad that you get to do that. It is going to be fantastic for you. It's always nice to see family and, you know, to be able to go somewhere. That is great. I'm really happy for you. I don't have anything planned. I have nothing booked. I probably am going to just take an easy summer. I would love to go up and see my dad. I just don't know how I'm going to feel as far as after my surgery. I don't know if I'll be able to fly and have a seatbelt around my belly for that long, but I would love to be able to go up and see him. I might just do an impromptu trip. I might do that. I might just throw that in. I know that as soon as August gets here, the end of August, I have the Watts of Love trip. And then I have a craft show that coincides with that. And then I have two major craft shows. So, and then it just starts. So, oh, Laura, home after a week with your kids and the sweetest grandson ever. Oh my gosh, I love your grandson. He is just the cutest little thing. How fun. And Carol says, craft fair tomorrow, 11 to 6. Awesome, Carol. I can't wait to see your setup and everything. Do you set up in the morning or do you set up tonight? I always love when you can set up ahead of time, but many times that is not an option. Okay, this is burnt sienna, so it's kind of like a brownish red. Burnt sienna is a great fall color. I always love if they let you in the night before. Isn't that nice? Because then you're nice and refreshed. But there's some places that just don't do that. Some places it's okay, get here at 6 o'clock and we open at 9. I can't do those because I'm not fast like that. First time in Alberta in 20 years. Oh my goodness. Wow. I haven't been to Alberta in forever. Tomorrow it's an outside show. So do you have a canopy? Please tell me you have a canopy. Outside shows are okay. This one's a Alizarin Crimson too. Oops, I forgot to do this at the same time. I hope you have a good canopy because outside shows can be brutal this time of year. So let's see. No plans, just housework and baking to use up strawberries. Oh, what are you gonna make, Laura? That sounds yummy. Strawberries. Are you doing strawberry jam? Okay, I need to do this. I'm afraid I'll squirt it all over the place. It's strawberry jam, strawberry shortcake, strawberry jello. You have a big pop-up. Nice, nice. So that's great. Do you have a helper coming to help you set up? Don't be afraid to ask other crafters to help you do that if you need help. We are all basically one big family. I always look around and see if there's anybody that needs help with stuff, because we can't do it all ourselves. Sometimes it's hard. So yes, okay, night before is always better. Yes, Laura, the night before is always better. But if it's outside, sometimes you can't because they may not have security. So I could understand that it might just be like all of a sudden set up. So, okay, so the nose this is an old bottle. No, it's not. It felt like an old bottle. Warm beige for the nose. Oh, guys, let me go smaller so you can see everything. I'm sorry. There we go. Okay, that's much better. Now you can see everything. Okay, so warm beige for the nose. And then, what did I say this color was? For the hat band, fawn. I didn't say. The hat band is fawn. Okay. And then, so for our leaves, we're going to do Hauser medium green. We'll just put a little bit in here. Oh, I need a brown for the center of my sunflower. I'll have to grab a brown. I'm like, I didn't get all my things. Your daughter and spouse will carry everything and then help you set. Oh, that's great. That is awesome, Carol. I love that. I'm so glad you have a helper. Perfect. Laura says strawberry crumb bars, strawberry muffins, and filling for shortcakes. Yum! Strawberry everything. Yummy, yummy. So we have strawberry fields here that you can actually go and pick at, but I haven't done it. But we have really good strawberries here. So my husband likes strawberries. I'm not a huge fan of strawberries because I have a problem with things that are supposed to taste sweet, and in my taste buds are off. Oops, I got way too much. My taste buds are kind of off. I don't know why, but things that are supposed to taste sweet taste sour to me. So sometimes he'll say, "Oh, this orange is so sweet." He'll tell me the oranges are ready. They're really sweet, and I taste it and it's sour to me. And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So I have a hard time with strawberries. I'll mix them or put them in a smoothie or something like that, but I can't just eat a strawberry because my mouth puckers. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know why, but okay. So that yellow was deep ochre, and then I need to get a dark brown for the center of this. So I'm gonna look over here. I'm just gonna find a dark brown. Okay, so dark chocolate will work. All right, so that's the center of the flower. We have a lot of colors today, guys. We have a lot of colors. What happened? My phone, I accidentally touched something and it's like, it went off of my page. There we go. Okay, so this is a dark brown. So this works, dark chocolate. Okay, and then we need to do our little crow. Our crow is going to be black. Like I said, there are a lot of colors. I'm running out of space on my napkin here. That's why you have so many strawberries. We went to a pick field. Oh, that's awesome. You got 20 pounds of them. Holy cow, that is a lot. That's great, though. That is really great. So that's the way to do it, too. And are they the big strawberries? Those are really cool. We grew strawberries when I was a kid, but we never had that many. We had a little hill that had strawberries on it, and we were lucky to get like a handful of strawberries every year. We had raspberries from our neighbors. That was always good. And then when we were in Idaho, we were able to get raspberries from my uncle. He had a farm, and we were so lucky that he was very generous, and we could go pick stuff from his farm. We would get corn, we would get raspberries, and chickens. We didn't pick chickens, but we'd get chickens. All right, let's do Sunshine's going to be the yellow, the deep ochre. And we had a cherry tree. And when I was a kid, we had a great big tall cherry tree. And I would climb to the top with a bucket on my waist and fill it up. We had two. So we had two. Basically, we were like the ark. So we had two cherry trees, two pear trees. What else do we have? Cherries and pears. And I don't think we had apples. We had one apricot and one peach. But we had two great big tall cherry trees. They were huge and they were really strong. Like the base of those trees was really sturdy. You could climb way, way up and pick and pick and pick. We always had, my mom bottled the cherries, if you know what that is. So canning, when you can them and you make cherries. I really didn't like them like that, but there were times when that's all we had to eat. And so we'd have them for breakfast. I kind of would just swallow them. And, you get the pits out, of course, but yeah, it just, they aren't the best that way, bottled. They are not the best. The juice was always good. I love the cherry juice. Okay, let me dry everything, and then we'll get at least a second coat on the things we need. And cherry pie filling would be really yummy. I love cherries. They're great. Now, strawberry jam, freezer jam was really, really a yummy thing to make when I was a kid. For some reason, I like the freezer jam better than the regular jam. I don't know what the difference was, but it just tasted better to me. So I grew up where my family had a separate room for food storage. So I was raised in the Mormon faith, where you always had 2 years of food storage. So we had a room that was just for that. And I know there's lots of people that have food storage, but that was just something that they really promoted that. And my parents had so much, and then you would rotate it. But when it was time to move from that house, we had stuff that was so old. Cheryl, how am I feeling today? I am feeling so much better. It's amazing. It's like, it still kind of hurts. When I sit down, I can feel it. There's like a twinge in there. I can kind of feel it. So, yeah, I know that I'm not 100% better, but thank you for asking. I'm on the way, and I made myself some really good food yesterday. So my husband had gone to the store and got me a roast and some mixed vegetables, fresh vegetables. And then we had some potatoes that were left over from last week from when he made potatoes and for my birthday. Those little tiny red potatoes. So those were left over. So I put the vegetables, which was broccoli and carrots and cauliflower, in the crock pot with the potatoes and the roast, and I let it cook for about 8 hours. And it just was so yummy. So that was really good. And all I did was put just a little bit of salt with it. So I think the best part was actually the broth. So I made sure that there was a lot of broth, and I probably actually could have watered it down, like cut it in half at the end and just added more water to make the broth be a little bit less salty. It seemed like it was really salty at the end. When it cooks down, it's like there was way too much salt in this. Okay, I'm trying to get long brush strokes, and then we are going to dry brush this. So we're going to make that look like blue jeans. It'll look like blue jeans when we're all done. Okay, get this all done. And get all our second coats on everything. We do have to put second coats on most everything. So just because. It does soak it up. But the great thing is you don't have to sand this. So I'm so used to this. I'm so used to the MDF now. Okay. All right, let me get the alizarin crimson. So that was the blue. That was the blue jean. So in Manitoba, you had raspberries, black caps. What is a black cap? Strawberries, cherries for jelly, crab apples, and black currants and plums. Oh yeah, yeah. So we had what is that stuff? Rhubarb. So we had rhubarb. So mom would do strawberry rhubarb jam. I wasn't a fan of it. Or pie, strawberry rhubarb pie. I'm not a fan of rhubarb. Once in a blue moon, we would take a piece of the rhubarb and chew on it, but it's just so sour. It was so sour. But yeah, once in a while. I never really understood why people liked it. But they used it for things. They used it for baking. And we always had a huge, huge garden in Utah. So we worked hard when we were little kids. Our summer was spent weeding and gathering from the garden, you know, babysitting, working on the neighbor's farm, that kind of stuff. So we had a neighbor that was just down the road a little bit, and they had a farm, and they supplied a lot of the local places with produce. And one of my very first jobs was picking tomatoes early in the morning. We would get up, and it was 50 cents an hour. We would pick buckets, those great big white buckets of tomatoes, and they were the best. They were the great big huge tomatoes, like the beefsteak tomatoes. They were big. Okay, so white. Black caps are like black raspberries. Oh, okay. Okay. And Laura says Rainier cherries. Oh, okay. All right. So second coat of this one. This was the burnt sienna. Okay, getting all my second coat. Not everything needs a second coat, but and most of these brushes have enough in them that I don't even have to add any paint to them. I'm just kind of dabbing and getting a second coat on them. All right. And let's see, does this need a second coat? My sunflower and my sunshine over here. And then we'll be ready to do the dry brushing on the blue part. So I'll probably move stuff off of here because guess what? I get a little crazy. I get a little wild when I'm dry brushing. I can get like a little cray. Okay, so my little crow, he needs to have some details on him. We'll do his beak. So we have to do his beak in the yellow and a little eyeball with the white. So we'll do that. Okay, let's dry this. I think we're good. I think we're good once this is all dry. So 2 coats on everything. Can't believe it's Friday. Can't believe surgery date is coming up. So I have a friend who just had the same exact surgery. She's a little bit older than me. I'm going to say a little bit. She's about 20 years older than me. So she actually stayed in the hospital overnight. She was having a tough time with pain and nausea. So they kept her overnight. And he said, okay, if that's an option, you should do it. I'm like, I don't know that it's even an option with my insurance, but if I'm sick like that, then I would love to be able to stay overnight. It's never fun to be sick. You love cherries. Would love to grow raspberries. Oh yeah, I would love to grow raspberries. I have no room, and I wanted to grow them at the cabin, and the people up there said no because they draw the bears in. So I'm like, oh no, I don't want to do that. Do not want to draw the bears to my property. So I do have a pear tree up there that grows really well. So certain things grow really good in cold areas, but what happened this year up there, the cold got to it. It had already bloomed, and then it froze, and so no pears this year. Last year it was loaded. Okay, so I can see that my alizarin crimson is still transparent. So I need to add some more and do a third coat because it's not solid enough for me. I know that I always usually have to do 3 coats. So I kind of was debating on if I'd have to do it on this, and I do. Okay, so I just don't want it to not look good because, you know, we want everything to look right. And I missed the corner right here. Somehow I missed the corner. Okay, let's dry that. Your mom has tons of raspberry plants. Oh my goodness. Vicky, we grow raspberries. Your chickens steal them? Oh my goodness, that's so funny. I believe it. Chickens are so funny. Oh my goodness. That's hilarious. So I was reading, a friend of mine was saying that she has a dog that loves watermelon. So she'd put watermelon out for their tortoises yesterday. Either her or daughter put watermelon out for the tortoises, and she goes back out, and the dog had eaten all the watermelon except for the one that a tortoise was eating right at that moment. And I just thought that was so hilarious. And I just envisioned that, her dog in there with the tortoise. That's so funny. Okay, so I think what I want to do is let's do the details on the little crow really quick, and then we will do the dry brushing. Raspberries are great, but they sucker and spread. Oh, yeah. Okay, Carol says, if you get nauseous after surgery, smell alcohol wipes, it takes it away. Oh, you know what? I think that I remember that a good thing to have around is the hand sanitizer, because it has alcohol in it, that it takes nausea away. I remember that for some reason. So the stuff that we used during COVID, the little packets to wash your hands with, those are perfect. So I'll keep those. Yeah, I remember that for nausea. I remember that when traveling, if you're nauseous, to open one of those little packets, you know, those little single packets. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take some of those with me, the little single packets of the hand sanitizer. So you had a dog that loved Red Hots. You had to hide them from her. That's hilarious. Dogs are so funny. Okay, so I have my details. I just used the yellow that we used before. Hi, Billy. How are you? Okay, I'm going to give you guys the link for this in case you want to order it. This is super cute. And like I said, I need some other sayings. I only got one. So if you guys have some other sayings for this, that would be great. I need your help. Let me give you the link for this though, so you can do that. This is such a cute little sign. Where is my collection? So it would be in fall, Darlene. It would be in fall. I haven't looked yet. So Autumn Harvest palette sign. That's not the one. That one has a pumpkin on it. You're My Sunshine Scarecrow. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, copy. There we go. And then I'm going to drop the link in here. So if you, okay, here's the problem is that I have food allergies. So I can't, the Ginger Chews, I can't do, oh, have a great day, Deb. I wish I could do the Ginger Chews. My husband likes those, especially when we go into, I kind of, when we're traveling and we do like helicopter rides and things like that. But, yeah, alcohol wipes for nausea. The nurse did that after your surgery. That is so smart. That is so smart. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to take my hand sanitizer, which has alcohol in it. And I do remember using that before. I think that we used that when we were in Africa. And we were on long rides in the bus. And you would get a little bit nauseous riding for that long. I remember using the hand sanitizer and having it help the nausea. So I'm going to be moving these things over. So I don't think I have to take everything off. I just need to move it a little bit because I get a little crazy when I do this dry brushing. I just don't want to dry brush the wrong thing. So let me just slide some of this over. These guys need dry brush too. So I'm going to be dry brushing in this direction. So up and down like this. Okay, so I'm going to get my white right here and my brush, get some paint and a paper towel. Okay, so my paper towel, we're going to dry brush. Okay, hopefully these don't go flying. Let me try to scooch this over as much as possible. Like I say, I get a little cray-cray with my paintbrush. I try not to. Okay, there's my paper towel. Stay. Okay, get some of my paint on here, and then you're going to get most of it off. Okay, so dry brushing is just that. You just have a little bit of paint on that. So, okay, I think I need to move this. All right, so I'm going to go up and down. I'm not going to go across because I want all of that to be in one direction. So it's kind of what I want it to look like blue jeans. So I'm just trying to get a little bit on there and not have it be all gauby. And as some of the paint comes off of this, it's lighter and lighter. And this is what I want. Okay, perfect. So I think we're almost done. And then the edges, I usually do the edges like a little bit extra on the edges. Just a little bit. But that's dry brushing. Now it looks like blue jeans, right? Okay, I don't want to go across. Now, another thing that I can do is add little white dots, which makes it look super cute. So let's do that. Let's add some little polka dots. I'm going to take this off and let's dry that. You're taking some wipes for your flight. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Yeah. And okay, yeah, that's smart. I actually have, I'm going to ask them to do the medication, the Zofran. I'm going to ask them to put that into my IV because that was the problem that my friend had, was that she was nauseous and then she threw up, and the pain from throwing up was incredible, and then that made her more nauseous because the pain. So it was like a vicious cycle, and so she had to stay overnight. Yeah, pain can make you nauseous. It's kind of surprising, but it really can. Okay, let's put a little bit of white in here. We're gonna put little polka dots on here, make it little polka dotty. We're not gonna do these pieces, just this part. And they're actually fairly big. So let me get a paintbrush that has a decent end on it. Here we go. Okay. All right, so I want to do a pattern somewhat. Okay, now I don't have to do anything under there because guess what? There's the things aren't going to show. And it doesn't matter if you have, I might not end up speckling this. So it doesn't have to be even or anything like that. I just want them on there. And part of this is going to be covered up by the little Nomi, but I don't know what part. Like the center part here is going to be covered by the gnome, so I don't know why I'm even doing it. It's just habit. I'll just go down and do the bottom, and then we're going to have it down here at the bottom. And okay. Yeah, that center part is all covered by the gnome. Okay, so that's how that's going to be. Okay, we're going to go ahead and dry that. Let's put one more right there. Perfect. I think that's good. as I add one more, just one more. Hi Denise, how are you? Happy Friday. We're gonna dry this and then we can start inking the edges. And then we can decide if we're going to do any speckling. I may or may not. We'll see how, when we put it together, we'll see how it looks. Okay, so trying to get these dry. Just keep in mind that these little dots take a little bit of time to dry. So just because they look dry doesn't mean they're completely dry in the center. So when you put something on it, it could squish paint out. And so you want to be careful about that. You don't want to have it squirt paint out and look terrible, or you touch it and it looks terrible. So I'm just trying to go around and around and get it dry. Yeah, it takes a little bit. It does. So it's so quiet out there. I bet Mr. Snoopy has escaped the living room. Yesterday it was so funny. He just kept getting out. At one point, I was really afraid because I was in the other room and he had gotten out like 3 times in a row. I think the other dogs were letting him out. They felt bad for him. That's my guess. Because I went out there and the pillows had been moved. And I'm like, who's moving these pillows that I put in between the sectional and he could get through there. But another time I went out and all I see, I have pillows in between the sectionals. I see these little feet sticking out, just like going like this, going like that, sticking out. And then it just was hilarious. I was like, what are you doing, mister? And so slowly his little feet keep coming backwards and he pops out of there. It's like he was swimming in there and his little feet were just going like that. I just laughed. He just cracked me up. So he's the last one. Poor little guy. But I think the other ones are kind of feel bad for him. And they're missing the other little boys. So they're playing with him a lot. Oh my goodness. Hi Juanita, how are you? Laura says, when you had your breast reduction done last year, you were super nauseous and it was the first time it happened and you had 6 prior surgery. Oh, okay. Doctor wrote a prescription of Undin. Okay, I don't know what that is. That might be a generic for something. I'll have to look that word up. I'm going to take a screenshot of that so that I can look that up because I'm going to screenshot it from my phone. I'll see what that is. I do have a prescription for something. So, hi Cindy, how are you? Happy Friday. I do have a prescription for Zofran. I wonder if that's the generic for Zofran. I'm not sure, but
I can't help with that, but you can manage medications in the health app.
Thank you, Siri.
Of course.
Oh my goodness. She's so helpful all the time, even when I don't ask. Are you having empty nest fever? I am in a way, but it's a good thing. It's really a good thing. So, and then there was one. So, Mr. Okay, I don't think this is the right one. We'll see. We'll see if there's enough ink in here. Yes. So the last one, he goes today. And I'm taking good care of him. I told everybody I slept with him in the living room. He slept in the crook of my arm. Little spoiled little boy. Yeah. I just didn't want him to be sad. So my daughter-in-law might have to sleep with him tonight. I know that my granddaughter wouldn't mind sleeping on the floor with him. Yeah. I just don't want him falling off a bed. You know how puppies just have no fear. They'll just walk right off of something and then they get hurt. So, okay, just doing all along here. I also am going to do in the center, right like that. Okay. All right, and I'm going to ink all the edges on everything, and then we'll put this together. This is going to be so cute. I can't wait to see it. So it is really weird not having all of the puppies, but he's a handful. He's fun. funny. He is hilarious. He's just all over the place. And he didn't take a nap. So it's I laid down with him. Here's the thing. I laid down with him on the floor. After the last puppy was picked up, I laid down on the floor in the living room with him, and I got him to go to sleep. Okay. They hadn't had naps all morning because so much excitement going on in the household. And he was asleep, and guess what? 20 minutes later, my husband comes home, and of course the dogs are all excited, and they wake him up. And then he didn't go to sleep until last night, so he was awake that long without a nap. And that's not normal for puppies. It worked really well for you. Okay, perfect. I'm going to ask your anesthesiologist for a scolopine patch to go behind your ear. Okay, I have to find out if I'm allergic to it. So that's my problem, is that I don't want to try new stuff that I haven't had before. I've had Zofran before. When I went in and I had my my kidney stones, and when I also had the diverticulitis, they gave me the Zofran in an IV, and so I know that I'm not allergic to that. So I know I have to be really careful about things. I don't want to go into anaphylaxis. So, hi Marcia, how are you? Oh yeah, definitely go back to the beginning. This is a fun one. So I'm looking for other sayings. This one says, "You are my sunshine," but if you can think of other fall sayings that you think would look cute on here, just pop them in there. I'm going to be adding, I might just Google fall. I'm going to be adding some other sayings, and I just feel like I need to have some other sayings for me, for my craft shows. And if you guys want other options, definitely let me know, because I can do that. We can always add other sayings. They may not be the same exact font, because sometimes it's hard to find the exact same fonts, but I can come close. For sure. I can come close. All right. We're almost there. Only have one more word, and then I think we're there. Then we can start gluing together. Yay. Yay. Okay, perfect. All right, and then we'll decide, when we're all done with this, we'll decide, are we going to speckle? Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Okay, let's get the top and the bottom parts on first. So, and I can see where it's scored, where to put the words. Okay, so the words go on here, the "You are my sunshine." So I'm going to make sure that I'm doing it right side up, so that it goes in the right place. Okay, press down. Okay, right there. I think that's where it needs to be. Okay, and then this one. Cool, crisp sweater weather. Oh yeah, that's great. Happy fall, y'all. That was one that I said in the very beginning too. Happy fall, y'all. I love that one. I think that's really fun. And I don't have to have too many. I just want to have a couple other sayings for my craft show, because I like to give people options. Okay, so this has to go together right here. So I think I want to build from the bottom up. Usually I go from the top down, but I need to build from the bottom up, because I need to know where this is. So that goes together like that. The beard and his little outfit. All right. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've had a surgery. So I'll take all the advice, and I will be able to I'll be able to be on here on Monday and say hi, because my surgery time is not until 10. And the place is so close. So it will be really easy. Hubby has the week off. He'll be taking me. And the only thing that I'm upset about this whole thing, guys, is the price. I'm upset because we used to have a $250 copay, and it's $3,000 now. I know, I just looked. I just checked it again, because I was like, is it really that? Yeah, it really is. It really is $3,000 for our copay. Now, if I had another surgery this year, it wouldn't cost me anything, because $3,000 is the total that they can charge you for the year. But yeah, that's outrageous to me. That is ridiculous to go from $250 to $3,000. How can they justify that? And I know it's because we have a lot, our area, we have a lot of illegals that come in and get free health care. Sorry, but we do. And yes, I do blame a lot of our healthcare issues are because of that, because they are getting the free healthcare, and the rest of us are paying for that. The system is overloaded. It's hard for us to get a surgery date to begin with. And then when we do, they're like, "Hey, surprise. Surprise." So last year, if I had had my surgery in December like it was supposed to be, it would have been $250 for my copay. And as of January 1st, it changed to $3,000. That's a big difference, guys. $250 to $3,000. That's a huge difference in someone's budget. I need to have a sale just to pay for my surgery, guys. Can we have a sale to just pay for Darlene's surgery? Okay, so let me just get this up here just so I know where all of this goes. You are my sunshine. I know. We need to have a surgery sale. Yikes. I just can't even imagine. And they have to work with some people that can't do that. You know, I have money in savings, but didn't want to use it for that. I wasn't prepared for it to be that much. I thought, well, maybe it would go up to, 500. But yeah, that's an incredible increase. I know. It's incredible. You're so right about the cost and taking care of you. Absolutely. It's just been crazy. The glue. So the glue that I'm using here, Deborah, is it's called Art Glitter Glue. So that's the brand. Let me just bring it up closer for you guys. Let me get in a little bit closer. So I get this through Amazon. If you just search Art Glitter, it doesn't have glitter in it, but that's the name of it. Let's see. Choose the youngest flower you ever plucked. Who are you? Who is this person? What the heck? So we have somebody on here who needs attention this morning. Hello. Hello, mister. Hey, Jay. Jay's back. Isn't it funny how just all of a sudden this person just pops up out of the blue? Just needs some attention because his mama didn't give him attention when he was a baby. Poor child. Feel so sad for those people that need to do that. Yeah. Okay, so the flower goes at the top here. We'll do all the words. Did I spell that right? I did. You use this. Yeah, it really is really good. I need to put some into the little dish and use a sponge. I'll use it for this because this will just get messy. Okay, here's my little mustachio. There we go. And you know what? I'm just gonna take a screenshot of that because I like to have screenshots of what these people are doing. It's on my screen right here on my Switcher Studios. It doesn't go away. So they think that they delete it and it doesn't go away. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Yeah, it's kind of mind-blowing when they do change and you're like, what? I had no idea. So my husband told me last month when his friend went in for surgery, he's like, honey, did you know that they raised this? I'm like, no, I had no clue. It was not in my budget. And I said, I need to cancel my surgery. He goes, absolutely not. You have waited this long for this surgery. You are not canceling it. So, okay, I'm going to use the sponge. So this is just a makeup sponge. These work great. You can get these in the makeup area. They're the little triangles. And I actually cut the end off of this one because I had used it before. And after I got done with it, I just cut the end off that was dry. So the next day, I just cut it off. And then I just kind of tap some glue on there. And I don't worry too much if there's a little bit that goes on there. It's not going to show. Don't stress. Don't worry. but I have been using Allay's Tacky Glue forever. I use it when I do a whole bunch of something because for you guys, I want this to set up right away so I can lift this up and my pieces don't move. Because that was a problem I was having. I would lift it up to show you guys and pieces would be moving and I'd end up with a project that had something that was skiwampus and then it wouldn't be fun. I'd be like, oh, wow, I kind of messed that one up. So anyways, guys, just know I will be on here on Monday morning and then I don't know about Tuesday. Okay. It's possible they could keep me overnight. I'm going to try to have a video that just plays just to have a backup for Tuesday and Wednesday. Have everything I have the monthly kit ready to go. So maybe it will be part of that. The monthly kit's going to have a couple of extra projects in it than normal. But some of them are smaller. So some of them can be accomplished pretty quickly. It is gingerbread themed. Christmas in July, basically. And I think you're going to really enjoy it. It's a lot of really cute stuff that goes together. A lot of gingerbready stuff that goes together. That's going to be super cute. All right. Okay, so let me just press that all down. And he's looking good. See, I can't even move the nose now. It's already dry. What do you think, guys? I don't think I need to speckle it. I'm looking at him going, I kind of like him just like that. I don't think I need to speckle him. If you want to speckle yours, you absolutely can. Okay, let me find my jute. Here's my jute. And like I've been doing, I'm doing double jute this time. Okay, so because this jute is so much more thin, I don't know what happened to their jute trees. I don't know. They don't have jute trees. What do they have? Is jute like a it's a fiber, but it's thinner. So the rolls of jute that I'm getting now, they're thin. Whereas two pieces together isn't even as thick as it used to be. That's okay. We'll just do double. We're not going to sweat the small stuff, right? I have a great big roll of it. It's just kind of funny because I've been buying from the same company forever and then all of a sudden the jute's thinner. They must have had it like a bad year. I don't know. It comes from a plant. It's natural fibers. And maybe they had like a drought. I don't know. Okay, there we go. We are all done. Look at that. So I just tied a knot and I tied a knot. It's double strands just to hold it. And I think it's adorable. Yes. So tomorrow I will be doing part of the kit. I just couldn't pull it off today. So I don't have my samples all painted. So tomorrow's Saturday. So in the afternoon, 4:00 p.m., I will have the kit. And yeah. So this is quite heavy, guys. You think they come in different sizes. They do come in different sizes, but the thing is that I've been buying from the same company, the same roll for 20 plus years, and it's supposed to be the same size as it always has been, and it's not. And that's okay. That's okay. So that's what's kind of funny is that I get it from Uline. And if you guys are familiar with what Uline is, I get it from Uline, and it's just different. Okay, come on. I'm trying to take myself out of the car. There we go. Okay. I love this. He is adorable. I love fall stuff. I think it's time to start doing some fall stuff. Maybe I can put him behind me on my wall. Yeah. How about if I do a whole wall of just fall? A wall of fall. But I do have thinner. I have the jute. I have like the teeny tiny jute that's thinner. So we get that too. I know it's kind of crazy, Cindy, but it's okay. You know what? Like I said, and the roll. This is the roll that is big. I brought it out before. It's like this tall. It's this big around. I mean, it really is. It's like, I don't know how many pounds. It's like 20 pounds of jute. It's heavy. It's bigger around than a roll of paper towels. All right. Have a wonderful Friday. It is Friday. I hope you guys have a great day. I love spending time with you guys. I will see you tomorrow. We'll do our first thing of our July craft kit. And I will be getting a bunch of those cut out and ready to go, hopefully, so that they can be mailed out on Monday. I won't be prepared to mail them out tomorrow because I will be showing you tomorrow. And then it would be too late to mail on Saturday. So anyways, I'll have them ready to mail out for Monday. So Tara can mail them out for me. Tara will be working. She'll be back. So she'll be back today. And she'll be working all next week, taking care of you guys. All right, I love you guys. Have a wonderful Friday. Thanks for being here. I love you so very much. You are the best.